that AVB in there already.
Now we're live. Hi.
That was tea. That was ground tea.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Mike's just about to make a traditional cup of tea.
Yeah. And G has no T. HC. What? Over.
Stop reminding me! Fucking bunch of pricks!
That's Mike's cup of dillygaff tea.
Woo! Welcome to the show, everyone. Episode 19 of season 6. Oh, the loudest of vases.
T9.
Nah, it's pretty quiet actually. It's the what is it, the vaporizer vase, vaporizer. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Yeah. So welcome in. We're doing a show. What? Welcome back. Hi, Jane.
Jane, it was green
Green
tea.
tea. Yeah. Totally green.
Yeah,
tea.
I play the electric vase. Yeah.
G plays
I use the electric vase.
Yes.
Not that type of green tea though, Jane. We're talking about a different type of green.
Oh, it was the green tea of the 70s.
Yes. And the summer of love.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, I feel bad now, man. Like, G's suffering over here. Everyone's showing off.
To be fair, I'm actually managing. As I was saying just before the show started, I'm actually managing pain-wise without so far.
Right. Well,
so
hopefully you get some before the holiday.
I won't.
Oh.
Not going to be able. Can't afford it until I come back.
Turkey. Going to Turkey.
This is part of the problem with not having it on the NHS and why so many of us that are getting it privately are so pissed off, because it's hard to actually get regularly.
Yeah, I've heard things about Turkish prisons that you don't want to be dealing with.
No. And plus it's generally it's overpriced, but if you're not going through the scheme that I'm with, it's quite pricey.
I don't know what I get's a decent price.
Yeah, I mean, I was getting a good price. I was getting it for like £5 a gram.
I don't know how much that is, but that little glass jar I showed you earlier, that cost me 60 quid to fill it right up.
Fill the jar, please.
See, technically, I could have. You need to get, if you're traveling anywhere abroad, if it's a legal medication in the country of origin, which it is, you need to go through, you still need to go through loads of red tape, but you can technically take it with you.
Yep.
It's just not worth the hassle, because, well, back in May when I was in Expo, I could have taken it then, but I didn't, because I knew full well that I would have probably get stopped at security, having to explain, I get it legally, I'm a legal medicinal cannabis patient, and then they have to go and check all the paperwork, yada yada yada. By the time that comes back, you've already missed your flight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's not worth the hassle.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not even worth it.
Yeah, because I mean, customs. Most of the customs and security people don't even know it's legal. They're not even telling their staff at airports and borders that it is legal for medicinal use. And that's the problem. And yeah, particularly not in Turkey, it's not worth it because, well, we've all seen Midnight Express. Turkish prisons ain't no fun.
No, you're gonna have Not as much fun on holiday.
I'll still have fun. I'll still have fun. Because, I mean, I was talking to my sister about this. The heat will have a good impact on my bones.
Mm-hmm.
The dry heat's actually really good for any kind of bone and musculature issues. That's why a lot of people that are disabled move abroad to like Australia and shit.
Yeah, fuck going there. There's too many things want to eat you.
Yeah. But
I ain't going to a country where I could be on the menu.
So no Australia?
Nope. The family that live over there are never going to see me unless it's on a Zoom call.
nah, I will never go to Australia. Never. I just don't like the idea of like gambling with my life every time I want to go and take a shit.
I feel
It's already a gamble as it is, you know, but
for an arachnophobe, I definitely could see that, yes.
hell no, man. Hell no.
Mhm.
Fucking things the size of your face. Nope. Nope.
No, that's when you see a fat white fucker like me turn into fucking Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
So are you going? Go on, Mike. Sorry.
I was going to say I'm bad enough with the 3 spiders I've got in the front room.
Mm-hmm.
Is
They decide to spin a web above my chair. I go and sit on the sofa
Yep.
until that's gone.
is there any particular reason why you chose Turkey as a holiday destination?
It's the place that we're going to. It's a resort that my sister's been going to for years.
Oh, okay.
And I said last year, it was not long after Christmas, and I was just, we'd had a really nice Christmas, and it was the first Christmas I'd actually enjoyed since separating. And I was like, we need to actually go on holiday again as a family, because my sister, myself, my niece, my nephew, and my mum haven't been on holiday since. Christ, my nephew was like 3, 4 at the time, the last time we all went on holiday together. And he's turning 18 while we're over there.
Oh, wow.
So that's how long it's been. And she said, come with us, we go every year. And I'm like, it's maybe a bit too hot for me. And she says, right, well, we'll go later on in the year then. Kind of almost off season. She says it'll be a bit easier for you then. Like, aye, fuck it. She loves it over there though. They've been going, as I says, for years, and they know all the staff and vice versa.
Yeah, I've got to be fair, I'd like to go to Istanbul.
Istanbul, like Constantinople.
I want to go back to Lanzarote so bad, man.
But then I'd like to also go to Crete.
Yep.
Go and look at the ruins of Knossos.
Yep.
The ruins of what now?
Knossos.
Knossos.
I know nothing about
Ancient
Turkey.
Greece.
Oh, okay.
Ancient Greece. Ragnar, leave
I
her
don't even
alone.
know. Okay, I gotta look up where Turkey is. I don't know geography that well. Turkey, go.
It's on the border with Dangerland.
Sort of. I mean, you got Armenia and Azerbaijan and Georgia kind of in the way.
Syria.
Okay, yeah, that's Oh yeah, definitely. It does share a small section of border with Iraq.
Yep.
And
See,
Iran.
see?
Yeah. Yeah, just stay towards the west.
But I trust my sister. She's been going there for years, as I said, and she's never saw any trouble.
I mean, there's what part, like, roughly? West, east, north, south?
I'm not sure of the geography of it. I know it's Marmaris.
Marmaris. Let me take a look.
Marmaris.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's west coast, right on the water, and it's like slightly south. You're way out of danger.
Yeah.
Cyprus is closer, and I know that's a popular destination.
Yeah.
And that's another place I'd like to visit.
It's like literally directly across the water from Greece.
What about Malta?
Oh. Where's
Malta, Mike. You never wanted to
yeah,
go to Malta, you know, considering its origins. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
One of my friends keeps trying to persuade me to go there.
Well, let's put it this way. That was my nana's favourite place because she was Order of the Eastern Star.
Nice.
Ah.
So they have a very strong Masonic heritage over there.
Yeah, I've got 2 friends over there that drive. One drives like wedding hire coaches and limos and that.
Yep.
The other one does hotel transfers, and he is also a scuba diving instructor.
Nice. Beautiful waters down there.
Yeah, he's got the license where he's now able to dive right down to the shipwrecks.
Oh, excuse me. Plus you've got Popeye Village.
Yeah.
Let's just drop a pin there. Let's take a look on the water. Yeah.
Nobody said bless you.
I said gesundheit.
Did you? I never heard you. Thank you.
I am not allowed to bless people. I don't have that kind of power.
Uh,
Nobody does.
Looks like a nice
no.
little spot, G.
I can do a black blessing if you want.
All right. I had one of them. It was called my conception.
This looks like a little outdoor restaurant. Okay. Right by the beach.
Yep.
I could get down with that. It's got
Been
palm
over-
trees.
Minoa is another island I'd like to go to.
Put it this way. I don't care. It's warm. It's by the sea. I can have a beer and a cigar in the heat and just chill.
You need
That's
like
all I care about.
you need one of those like Panama kind of like hats, those straw hats.
I usually do buy on my own there.
Nice. Hell
Not
yeah.
a Panama hat though, but usually a fedora.
Yeah, there you go. I can see you rocking that. Oh, look, they drive on the correct side of the road.
There's somewhere around. I've got a leather fedora.
Who shared I'm a flamingo? Oh, that was me. It was me the last time.
Where's that gone?
But yes, I did. You did hear me right. I did say that I would have a beer. It's one of my little traditions.
I mean,
Well, when you're on holiday, you've got to let your hair down, ain't you?
it's not like
Just
you ever
one
had
of these
a problem.
one of my little. No, it's one of my little personal meditations on holiday. Just sit by myself on a balcony or by the sea, cigar, beer, and enjoy the peace.
Why not?
That's that was me when I went to California and I was with Stan and Demo and all them. Me and Demo were out on the little balcony in our hotel room, puffing on a joint and drinking a beer. It was great. It was one of the last times I actually smoked. And I went right to sleep and I slept like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was probably only around like midnight-ish too, so I was just out like a light. I woke up fresh as a daisy the next day. I'm like, hey, let's go to the convention.
I love that fucking couch lock feeling when when you lay down and you just feel like you're sinking into the mattress.
Oh yeah.
Fucking love that sensation.
When you just feel like you're cocooning yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Love
it.
cocoon. I love that sober.
Yeah.
Ooh. Am I gonna make it all the way down to the water? I want to see this coastline. Yeah. Oh, damn, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. But I
Surrounded
really,
by,
really
like,
want to go back to Lanzarote.
Ooh.
That's my ideal retirement place. 'Cause it's not a mega popular place. especially Teguise. And Lanzarote, it's so quiet.
Yeah, I know there's plenty of places in the world that I want to see, like ancient places. There's only two problems. One, I hate
People.
going on boats, and two, I hate flying.
Oh, well,
Oh.
you're going to have a big issue there, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
I actually love flying now.
I can't stand it.
The idea of it before I ever done it
If I'm in the air for
was
more than an hour,
terrifying.
mate, if I'm in the air for more than an hour, mate, I'm like a bear with a sore head.
I just usually either sit and watch a movie or sleep.
Right? I tend to just try to pass out.
I could probably power my own hovercraft.
Yeah, you could.
Powered hovercraft.
No, there's only one other problem with that. The reason I don't like going on boats is because I can't see the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
I don't do water where I can't see the bottom.
I mean, you lose sight of the bottom at about, what, 30 feet or so?
Something like that.
You'd have to ride the coast all the way there. To be fair, you can drive a lot of places. And motorbikes are pretty efficient on fuel, so you could all the way. What about a channel?
You can
The channel? Fuck
going
that.
through the channel tunnel
But why?
because you're in a
Claustrophobia.
little round tube that's got fuck knows how many billions of tons of water above you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Hell no.
See, no planes, no trains. Well, you kind of live on an island, so it's going to be tough.
Exactly. But then we've got plenty of ancient sites over here to see, so
True. You could go pretty far north.
yep.
See some Viking stuff. Get Mike
Got
a
Viking stuff in London, mate.
kilt and a slab of beans.
Oh, a kilt would be awesome for going abroad.
Oh.
Just let the warm air waft up your fucking taint.
See, I'd love a kilt, but you said I couldn't wear one that has pockets.
Nope,
Well,
not
that's
supposed to have pockets. If you need to store anything, that's what the fucking sporring's for.
It's no fun.
Yep, you've got to have your furry man bag.
It's not a man bag.
It's a satchel.
That's for storing your fucking other deadly weapons.
I thought that was what the sock was for.
Whoa.
That as well.
Well,
Traditionally, you have a broadsword.
Yep.
Then you have another sword. You know, like your normal kind of length sword.
Yep.
And then you have your skiing do and your sock. And then you can have optional daggers in your sporran as well.
Mm-hmm.
See? Kitted.
Optional daggers. I love it. For Mike, it's a requirement.
That one that you said that with the weird name, is that what we call a dirk?
Yeah, the skiing do. That's
Yeah.
the one that goes in the sock.
Yeah, it's what the English call a dirk.
Yeah.
I just imagine the same thing, but in like American terms. It's like, okay, you got your AR-15 on your side, and then on the other side you got your Glock, and then in the sporran you got a little pocket gun, like maybe a Glock 26 or something, and then you get your sock gun. You gotta have your sock gun. Shrek. Just got Jenny's notification. 3 shows in a month. What the fuck? AR, PCC, primary service weapon, backup, and ankle gun. Yep. Exactly. I mean, you'd be pretty kitted out with that, though. I mean, you'd be ready for anything.
Yeah. Just have to carry plenty of magazines to load them all.
That's true. You could wear a bandolier, though, you know.
Yeah, there is that.
A whole chest rig. You could wear a chest rig. Oh my god, I feel like I need to draw this. Like a modern day Scottish Highlander with American weapons.
I could just see that actually. wearing the old black and gold tartan with the double bandolier on.
Right?
Boomstick slung across the back.
Look, nothing is more badass than killing people in a kilt.
Yep. With your skiing do or your bare hands.
Yep.
Not that I would do that. I'm a pacifist, for fuck's sake.
You've got to see the life drain
until
from your
pushed.
eyes.
Right? G the pacifist plays so many violent video games.
How do you think I'm so chill?
Yeah, that's how you get out the anger. I get it.
Yeah.
Trust me.
That and metal. That's my outlets.
When I had to explain to Jenny my nightly bloodlust, she's like, "Are you shooting things?" I was like, "Yep." Gotta get it out. Like I just put my customers' faces on all the people that I'm, eliminating.
I got my latest new the other day.
Go on. Woohoo!
Jesus Christ, Rambo.
Oh.
What the fuck? That looks like something an elf would fucking sport.
That's a blacked out gladius.
I was gonna say it looks Roman. That is pointy.
Yep. And shot.
Is that the cold steel one, Mike?
No.
It's just
I got it from my Raven Forge site.
Okay. They must love you.
Look at that shit.
Best customer ever.
That's Lanzarote. That's my happy place.
Ooh. Yeah, look at the color of that water. Oh.
Yep. And it's warm.
Oh.
The water's warm. Because it's a volcanic island.
Yep.
Oh.
Active as well.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, it's dormant, but it's still got the vents are still smoking and shit, and you can actually see the lava. Because we went on one of the trips.
A magma.
By camel. Had to go on camelback, which was actually really fun.
Dyer says Turkey is Florida.
And then you go stand over one of the vents.
I've been to Florida.
And they've literally got a grill.
Florida does not look
a
that
grill.
Nice.
What do you call it? They've got a metal grill sitting on top of one of the vents, and they cook you chicken over the vent.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Wow.
Volcanic chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken with taste of sulfur.
It was actually really nice.
Minor detail.
Yeah, I think I'd pass on that one. With some of the shit I eat as well, you'd wonder.
Still healthier than processed and hydrogenized chicken, though.
Chicken balls. Most of the toxins don't get into the food very far. They just cook it with the skin on, and you got to rip the skin off.
Fuck that, the skin's the best part.
It locks in the flavor.
Exactly.
Fair enough. What if you cook it with like aluminum foil around it?
That place was awesome though, and weird looking, because it literally looked like a different planet. When, like the higher up nearer the event that you got. It literally just, the colours of everything just started going blacks and greys, purples. And then to get back down from the top, you had to take the camel to the kind of flat part of the land.
Yeah.
Where there was a coach waiting on you, and this guy knew the route so well that he was driving like 60 mile an hour around cliff tops.
Yep.
And I was sitting at the very top right corner of the bus. And at one point, I was literally dangled over the top of the cliff, looking down, nothing, shitting myself because this guy's just like fucking zooming round the corner like it was nothing.
Yep.
That was scary.
They tend to drive like a Labrador doing a zoomie.
Yes.
Shrek says, I'm going to be in my happy place next Friday in a cellar with free beer. All I have to do is change the barrels. So do you just get a barrel to yourself, Shrek? Just sit there with the nozzle in your mouth? Just...
No. I've got to say, I'd actually think I'd like to see a volcano going off.
From a distance, yeah.
Yeah, obviously from a distance.
I think
I wouldn't be one of these sad fuckers that wears those fucking tinfoil suits and stands right next to the caldera as it's blowing.
Yeah.
I feel like my parents were in Hawaii when like one went off or something, and they had to like change their flight because all the flights around the area got changed, so they had to go to a different island just to get a flight home.
Yeah.
And they were like a day late or something.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, as much as it would fuck the planet, Yellowstone Park would be some fucking spectacle to see when that blows again.
Oh, when that blows, you can say goodbye to pretty much all of the north of most of North America.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I reckon that would be a fucking awesome spectacle to see, though.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, Shrek. Plus, yeah, the toxins it releases as well would throw us into a nuclear winter for the whole planet.
Yep. Yellowstone. If Yellowstone goes, then we all go.
Well, it's only about 1,000 years late going, isn't it?
Shh, don't tell it.
It's warming up, apparently.
Yeah, it's been warming up for the last century.
Shh.
Yeah.
Don't tell it that. Jeez.
Yeah,
you can't tell Mother Nature to stop.
No.
We could try.
She do whatever the fuck she wants.
But there's something beautiful about destruction, like natural destruction.
Yeah. I've always found it very interesting, the thought of, like, you know, there was a show, After People or something like that. I forget what it was called exactly, but it's basically the thought of if humans all just disappeared all at once off the face of the earth, how would nature take over? And it's like...
Instantly.
Well, yeah, it would start instantly, obviously, but like... How long would it take for the power to go out? How long would infrastructure like break down and all that? And it's
if all the humans weren't on the planet, infrastructure wouldn't need to be there.
Well, yeah, but this is under the assumption that humans have been here up until this very point, and then all of a sudden just poof, gone. So everything that's built is built, and it's just how long it would take nature to take everything back over.
Not very long at all.
No, not really. I mean, if you think about it. Couple of years down the road and you got trees growing out of big skyscraper buildings and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Is just the way the winds are, and you know, without human intervention, stuff would get overgrown and seeds would fly everywhere and pollen and everything else, and next thing you know, you got vines growing up buildings and structures collapsing because the foundations are crumbling because of the roots growing through them.
New ecosystems would come up right away as well. Yeah. Animals would start moving.
It would pretty much look like the Walking Dead.
Into urban areas and shit.
Yep. There would also be some things that happen that, you know, like, for instance, if life was moving and then it just disappeared, humans create stability in our own ecosystem because, like, you know, like we're talking, or they're saying in chat, like how power stations and nuclear power plants and stuff, if there's no one there to shut off things and move things and do things like it's supposed to go, there would be catastrophic events that could
Yeah.
change a lot. But I mean, look at Chernobyl. Chernobyl's even like growing plant life, and animals are coming back, and you know, everything's contained and buried. And I mean, it took what? That was what, the 80s, early 80s. That took about 50 odd years. Well, 40-ish. Yeah, somewhere around there. Does that mean Expo would be canceled? I'm pretty sure, yeah. Be a pretty boring Expo with no people. It's a nuclear garden, that's right. Took about 12 years for the surface radiation to get covered, enough to visit without gear.
Yep.
Yeah.
And even then, you need to not touch anything.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you'll bring stuff back with you. You got to get decontaminated.
And you can still only be there for a certain amount of time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the government, well, currently you're not allowed there at all, but you know what I mean. 1986,
Oh.
38 years. There you go.
People are constantly going in there.
Oh yeah, people are still going in there.
I've watched loads of YouTube videos of guys going in there, staying overnight and shit.
It's the other stuff that surrounds the area too, because there's like a whole graveyard of like machines and stuff that were used in the excavation process that had to be completely tossed because all their circuitry and wiring is fried because of the radiation. And they're all covered in radioactive dust and stuff like that. They buried a lot of stuff, vehicles and huge cranes and everything. Bury it. People still live in the exclusion zone. I believe that. Fucking psychos. There's still people that live in the gate to hell in Pennsylvania. What's it called? Oh my god. Why do I have to Google this? I should know this. Centralia, Pennsylvania, what Silent Hill was based off of. Thank you, Dyer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's a coal mine that's been burning for decades.
Yep.
And the gases are super toxic, and the majority of the town moved out, but there's still a couple of people living out there. Holding on. They cut off all the highways connecting to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the vein of coal can last way longer too. That's the messed up part. Like the
That's
actual
pretty
coal
much
itself.
why it was burning for so long.
Oh yeah, it's going to continue burning for a long time.
Pretty much an almost indefinite fucking fuel source.
But like Dyer said, the sinkholes will get you too, because as the coal burns, stuff collapses in. So there's like all the roads and stuff like that are actually collapsing in on themselves. I would love to go there just to check it out, but
Yeah, it'd be kind of scary.
it would be terrifying. Have to get a good gas mask and replacement filters for it, for sure. But yeah, imagine you only have 250 years to see it. Oh, perfect. As of 2020, 5 people live there. Imagine, like, what would it be like, though? You'd be the loneliest person on Earth. Just your next door neighbor's miles down the road, like.
I guarantee you they're happy.
Wasteland. Oh, yeah. Well, peaceful. Yeah.
There was something I was reading the other day that in China there's a sinkhole that is 960 something feet deep.
Is this the one that's got its own ecosystem? Like it's got a forest and shit at the bottom?
Yeah. A team of Chinese scientists
Not
has
sure.
discovered
It's got,
a giant new sinkhole with a forest at the bottom.
That's the one, yep.
It's 630 feet deep.
No, this is a different one then.
How big is this one?
This one's 900 and something feet deep,
Okay.
and the actual width of the hole is 560 something feet
This is recent stuff here.
Jesus.
Can't find anything. Oh, well, there's a whole series of giant sinkholes, apparently. Oh! Toot. China is collapsing their water table on a scale we never approached. Jesus.
No, it's not fate. It's meters.
What's meters?
The depth and the width. So it's 900 and something meters deep, not feet deep.
So it's almost a kilometre.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
It's 560 something meters across the crater.
Fucking hell. That must be that must be a well, just like you said, that can be a sinkhole. That must be a crater. You know, like from an impact or some sort, like years ago.
It's a sinkhole.
Millennia, fucking eons, whatever.
Could be a sinkhole if there's enough groundwater underneath that, and the land just collapses in on itself. You know.
Yeah, well, it has got a river running through at the bottom of it.
Ah, well.
Probably the reason it was there in the first place.
Ah, true. I suppose it would have to have some sort of water source, otherwise there'd be no vegetation.
Groundwater thing.
Oh,
Well, I mean, I'd live in the bottom. I'd live in the bottom of that.
Is it that time, Mike?
no.
Not quite. You got like 15 more minutes. But yeah, as you said, Centralia, peaceful. But you're breathing in toxic fumes. I wouldn't want that. Don't care how peaceful it is. I don't want to breathe in toxic fumes all the time.
Oh, you live in this. You work in city, so you're breathing in toxic fumes all the time.
Not that toxic. Not
Probably
coal
worse.
fire toxic on a daily basis. Local graveyard, underground stream washed away the bodies. Oh no, dude. What?
That's quite common, actually. Quite
Oh, right,
common.
my mistake. It is
The street.
Sorry, this sinkhole is 662 meters deep by 626 meters long and 537 meters wide.
That's a big hole.
Yeah.
How deep does this hole go? I know.
I don't know.
I know. But no, that's quite common, Shrek. Like cemeteries, like bodies getting moved and shifting from where they once were. The street I used to live in was like right next to a cemetery. House I used to live in, my bedroom window opened my curtains. I'm looking at a cemetery. But all the bodies it was on a hill, and all the bodies had started sliding, subsiding down underneath where they built the houses on top of. So our houses were literally built on top of graveyards. That's why we always had a problem with these fucking mutant fucking spooders, because they had a great fucking food source. Dead air, dead air.
What?
No,
Sorry.
dead air.
I was moderating. Sinkholes, Centralia, Pennsylvania. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of like the quietest, most peaceful place on earth. But I also heard a story of a giant piece of forest, a bit of land, I guess, in Siberia, It's like a perfect circle, and it's like a kilometer in circumference.
Tunguska.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And
that was where they had the mid-air impact.
Yeah.
And it actually blew. You can actually see the epicenter because all the trees from that epicenter blow out the way.
That, and it was like a few kilometers away. They blew out windows.
Yep.
Which is wild.
The impact was actually felt in the ground, like around the world.
Yeah, as far away as I think they even detected it in the States. Like,
yeah,
fucking wild, dude.
Because I remember, like, X-Files done an episode not around the Tunguska incident, but it mentioned it in one of the episodes. Mulder kind of poses that the Tunguska event was actually an alien crash.
I mean, it was weird.
No, it was a mid-air impact. It happens all the time. You know, like the meteors and asteroids. You know, they start burning up in the atmosphere, but they haven't necessarily completely burnt up yet, and they're still on fire the closer they're getting to the ground. And it just got to breaking point just as it was literally about to hit the ground, and literally blew itself apart.
Yeah, no, the X-Files Tunguska was one of their movies that they done, wasn't it?
I think it was mentioned in the movie, yeah.
No, there was a X-Files movie called Tunguska.
Sure?
Yeah, so I had it on DVD.
That might have been one of the extended episodes, because the only movies I remember were X-Files and X-Files Fight the Future.
Yeah, it was an episode, it looks like.
It had a young Lucas Black in it, if I remember right.
Oh, fucking... Oh, what was his name from Thingy? American Gothic?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, he was in the first movie, but that wasn't the Tunguska one. That was the one that ended up in the Antarctic.
The Antarctic, there's a place. I actually just played
That's the one. Fight the Future was the first one, and I Want to Believe was the second. Yep. And then there was the extended episodes, and there's going to be more episodes coming out soon.
Oh.
Both of them have agreed to come back and do some more episodes.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah. It was a big impact there.
I mean, the Antarctic is cool too. That's a pretty lonely place out there. Too damn cold
That's
for my
some
liking.
right strange shit down there, man.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I feel like...
Damn right she's still fit, Shrek.
Any place
Damn
that's
right.
that close to like a magnetic pole or like weird climate stuff is going to be filled with weird events.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the fact that it's claimed by so many different nations, and I don't know. I was playing that game the other day. Was it South of the Circle? And that just, you know, it's just weird. It's just a weird place, and it was, you know, you had enemies at one point during the Cold War. There was enemies.
Yep.
And even World War II, for that matter.
Operation High Jump was based down there, where they were trying to use it as a launch pad to go through Argentina up into North America.
And that's actually one of the theories of where Hitler, if he did actually escape and it was a body double or whatever that was found.
Yeah, he went there and then up into Argentina.
Yeah, yep. He escaped on a U-boat and made his way down the coast of Africa, stopped in Antarctica, and then made his way up into
Oh, it's historical fact now that they did actually establish a base down there, Nazis.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It is historical fact, and they did use it as a foothold to get to Argentina, and as I said, and up into America, but they never did get that far. The time that was literally towards the end.
Right.
Yeah, they didn't. Well, they kind of explained the radiation from Tunguska Dire, because I mean, you do get radioactive elements in meteors and asteroids.
There was actually a shitload of particles found of like foreign materials that were like extremely high in radioactive material, like elements or whatever, and it's not natural to the land that it's surrounding or surrounds it. I mean, there was a shitload of radiation though. That thing must have been huge. It was caught on camera, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, you're thinking of the Chelyabinsk.
Oh.
Chelyabinsk one was caught on camera recently. I say recently, past, I think that was 10 years ago or something.
What did anything cool happen up there?
Tunguska was like 1908, I think.
Oh, okay. But like during World War II and like the Cold War, the Russians would test a whole bunch of weird weapons up there in Siberia. They tested the biggest nuclear blast ever.
Just realised I'm not wearing my tinfoil hat for this shit.
Oh, yeah, there you go. But like,
that's better.
They tested a whole bunch of nuclear weapons up there without the public knowing, by the way. There was like locals within the danger. That's right, Dyer. The Tsar Bomba.
I was right, 1908.
Nice.
Well, a bit wrong types. But I mean, as we said, asteroids and meteors, depending on where they're coming from, if they're, would you call it, if they're not from our solar system, if they're coming from outside the solar system, you don't know what kind of elements are going to be in these things. So it could be any sort of radiation element. Potentially.
Tsar Bomba was crazy. That was man-made.
We never know. It might have been some sort of test for a weapon at the time. You just never know. I mean, it's a well-known fact. You know, technology for militaries at least 15 years ahead of what we're getting and what we even hear about.
Americans did a whole bunch of that out in the desert in Nevada.
Manhattan Project.
Well, it's not only just that. If you go look at the, Google Earth over like Nevada near Area 51 and go basically west and south, all the way down that whole area is just craters, just boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
You can see like
marked.
Little tower and a big crater. Sometimes you can even spot the observation bunkers and stuff like that. It's a live fire range down there. The government owns just massive plots of land, and it's a live fire bombing range. So they actually have like planes dropping stuff and stuff like that. But that's where they test all the nukes and weapons. So I think it's a shitload of detonations down there to this day. And that's where the Manhattan Project was born. And
isn't one of the nuclear bomb sites where the sand had turned to glass or something?
Yeah, vitrified.
I'm sure there's plenty of them.
Process of vitrification.
But they actually built little towns with different materials to test out the durability of certain, like, and how cities would stand up to certain types of blasts. That's where the nuke towns came from. and they had like mannequins. Like usually, it wasn't as detailed as they portray it in film and TV and stuff like that, because there was no need. They put the essentials in there, and they wanted to see how the American family would survive it, and they put like pressure sensors and all sorts of cameras and stuff inside the homes just to see. There's tons of footage of it that's declassified.
I'll know this. What was the?
Fascinating.
There was a name for that type of glass. Specifically, the nuclear one. Trinitite. That's the one.
Trinitite.
Thank you, Dyer.
That's wild.
Yep. Because I mean, it's a thing that's always happened, vitrification. Because I mean, there's a famous site in India called Mohenjo-daro, and it's supposedly the site of a big battle that's mentioned in the Vedic texts. Like the Mahabharata and all that kind of thing. Supposedly the gods fought over the top of this site, and there's all your ancient astronaut theorists and all those nuts suspect that it was nuclear weapons that were used on this site, because there was vitrification happening in the ground. There's actual areas that are just solid glass. You're literally walking on solid glass. But it was, geologists will basically tell you, no, that happens all the time. It's meteor impacts. They produce the same forces, anything from tenfold Hiroshima upwards. Some of the impacts, do you know what I mean? So it can instantly just turn ground into glass.
Thanks, Mike. That's a big hole.
How deep does this hole go?
I feel like Mike would live there. I bet there's animals and shit in there too.
Of course there are.
That's wild.
It'll have its own little ecosystem.
I'm just imagining places on Earth that are so desolate and just nothing lives there. Not nothing, but people don't live there, right? Like,
yeah.
It's crazy that people live in some of the places that they live. I mean, Arctic Circle, Siberia, there's people that just live out there like nothing. There's people that live in the Upper Peninsula of Canada.
I was actually reading the other day, there's a British couple, young British couple. They just bought an uninhabited island to live on, to build their first home on, because it's actually cheaper for them to buy this island, build their own home there, ship everything out to go there, than it is to get a home here. To get in the housing market. It's cheaper for them to do that.
That's crazy. Slightly off topic, but there is a house on the Canadian border in the middle of like a lake or something, and the house itself on the island is in Canada, and they have a little tiny bridge that goes across the border, and their backyard is in New York State.
New York State. Not city.
Not city. Yeah. I find that kind of cool. Like, do you want to go to New York for a holiday? Yeah, sure. Let's just take a walk to the backyard. I want to find out where it is. It's a big border, but there's only certain places.
So you can go from your house, to the backyard.
Not quite. I need to... There we go. Just trying to like randomly search it, but it's kind of not easy. That would be kind of cool to have your backyard in the US though. front yard in Canada. Be interesting. Could definitely be a talking point. That's the St. Lawrence River.
So they can apologise while having their rights infringed, or be walking here while having their rights infringed. Hey, I'm walking here.
Wonder how you get taxed. That's the big question. How do you get taxed if your property is
'cause
in
you're-
2 different countries?
Who would you
Yeah,
pay?
your backyard's a different country.
Yeah.
It's Savicon Island, apparently it's called.
How far off was I? I need to. What? Okay. I need to spell it right. Apparently, Zavicon. Okay. There it is. Hey, this doesn't show the border like that. What? Shows the border that the whole thing's in Canada. It's crazy. There's like these little tiny islands and people live on them. Like,
Adverts.
oop. Get wrecked. Not Epstein Island. No. But okay. Still, just think of the most desolate place that you would want to live, though. I mean, I'm sure there's like tons of islands in the tropical regions that are completely uninhabited.
See, here's the irony, right? I hate people, but I hate being in my own all the time.
Yeah, so you
That's-
still want to have.
I hate my brain.
Yeah. You'd still want to have connection to the world. You just wouldn't want to have it so that, like...
Nice to have an option.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice to have the option of contact, so I wouldn't want to be too desolate.
Right. Like, I wouldn't want to be that far from people necessarily, but I wouldn't want to be so close that I could, like, bother them by playing my music at full volume.
Mhm.
Like, if I could just walk around and be nude and have no one ever worry about, like, have to worry about people, like, just stumbling upon me, or playing my music as loud as I could possibly play it and not being worried about bothering anyone, then I think that would be ideal. But also have the ability to, if I wanted to, jump in a mode of transportation and be somewhere where I can get food and do shopping and stuff like that, or have it delivered.
Yeah.
Not so desolate where I couldn't be a seaplane, a short little hop with a seaplane or something, or a boat away from civilization. It's not that I desire to be in civilization, I just desire to eat food. And I'm not good with survival skills enough to be able to catch and cook and do all that stuff on my own. I think Mike would make it just fine. Mike, you could live anywhere in the entire planet and you'd be just fine.
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that because I wouldn't survive if I was in a desert.
Desert would suck. Yeah, but you wouldn't want to live there anyways. I'm saying, out of the places you would want to live, I think you'd be just fine.
Yeah, I mean, forested regions. Like, I mean, big bastard forests. So there's literally no people around. I mean, I wouldn't be bothered if I didn't have electricity. That sort of thing don't faze me in the slightest.
Oh, I'd have to have my internet.
Yeah, I think I would like electricity and some modern comforts.
But then if you're like me and you're into the bushcrafting thing, then when you're doing the survival shit, you've got plenty of things to keep you occupied throughout the day anyway. You got to cook, you got to catch your day's meal. You've got to get your day's firewood, get your day's water. You know what I mean? You got plenty of things to keep yourself occupied.
Yeah, this is true. Like, I wouldn't mind living off the land for a lot of it. Like, I definitely have a big garden. Like, the amount of food that my buddy Sam can grow in a plot that's about 30 foot by 30 foot, roughly, is enough to feed me for, like, years. With just veg. Like, we're talking, he's got tomatoes, he's got cucumbers, he's got squash, he's got zucchini, he's got cabbage. Like, he's got plenty of stuff. I think he's got tomatoes and carrots too.
You
But
said
like,
tomatoes first of all.
oh, okay, maybe oh no, sorry, he might have potatoes, I can't remember, but either way,
I was just about to say, what about the potatoes?
But like, in a 30 foot by 30 foot plot, you can grow enough food to where you can eat all year and store for future years and the winter and or whatever, like depending on what climate you're in, you know, stuff isn't necessarily.
Potatoes are so fucking easy to grow as well.
Yeah. But it's something you can constantly reproduce because, you know, you just shove a potato in the ground and grows more potatoes.
Yep.
Simple
Half
as.
or a quarter of potato, leftover quarter of potato, and you're sorted.
Exactly. So.
Ginger apparently is really easy to grow as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
so that's how you get your natural. That's how you get your natural medicines.
I would have a little herb garden on my back porch. I wouldn't even need a big house or any of that. I would just require enough space where I could be comfortable and I could do what I want to do. So,
Iron Age roundhouse would be ideal for me.
A roundhouse. What kind of climate?
Forest conditions.
Okay. Hold on. I need to look up Iron Age roundhouse. If I could spell, that would be a plus. Oh, okay. So it's like
very
a little,
true, Jenny. Very true.
Little yurt type thing. Oh. See, I love the structures that people came up with during those times because it's like, it's so ingenious. No space is wasted. Everything has a purpose.
The old Scottish, like, Mott Baileys and cairns and stuff were pretty ingenious.
I think I could deal with like an A-frame kind of house, like a tiny house, but like an A-frame, so that weather isn't really affecting it, and like you can have little storage places everywhere. And
you get
like
that with a roundhouse.
Okay, fine. You can have your roundhouse. I'll have my little triangle house. Gee, what kind of house are you gonna build?
See, to be honest, I'd be quite happy with something. See, so long as I can keep myself warm with something, I don't care what the house is made of.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I'm warm and dry. So I'd be quite happy with a tent.
But a permanent structure, though.
Tents can be permanent.
I guess. But is it enough to live in?
Well, it was for hundreds of years for the Native Americans.
I guess. They were communal, though. They had, like, a bunch of tents and, like,
yeah, but I mean, you could be self-sufficient as well.
I guess. I never seen a single native person just one.
There's three types of ancient property I like. You've got the Iron Age roundhouse, the Viking longhouse, and the medieval hall house.
Okay, yeah. I mean, see, I'm thinking modern structures. I'm personally, for me. Dire Thing says an Atlas 2 bunker. I could 100% see Dire Thing building his house in a bunker.
Oh, a bunker would be nice.
It would be amazing. Well, that's the other thing is, like, if you're actually prepping or you're just kind of living. I mean, I'd be fine with living because I think my ideal location would be a somewhat temperate island where you don't get too much snow or anything like that, but you still get seasons and you get cold and warm. I don't mind that. Like,
Do you know who's actually
I said
got it sussed when
now.
it comes to simple design for housing that actually fits into the environment? Scandinavians.
mm-hmm.
Some of the houses they're building even today, all natural resources, and they actually work into the environment as well. There's a lot of them are actually built into the land, where they've got the like the grassland growing over the top of the houses from the sides.
A hobbit
like
house.
it's literally built. Yeah, literally like hobbit houses.
G would have a man-sized
They are
hobbit house.
gorgeous.
They are
Fucking
really
right,
cool
I would.
looking. Yeah. Or yeah, you know what? I could definitely picture myself living in the side of like a rock face, like a cave. I could be a cave dweller. I could be a caveman. Don't die.
Yeah, look at that shit. These are in Norway.
Oh, those are cute.
Gorgeous, aren't they?
That's cool. Wow. That's like really tucked into the land, huh?
Yep.
Wild.
And the beauty of it is, keeps it perfectly insulated.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Keeps
thing
it warm.
with the cave too. Thinking about it, the cave, it would be insulated. It would be protected.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Starting to like the idea of a cave. I don't know.
Caves are cold in the summer and
Camouflaged.
warm in the winter.
Exactly.
In those houses as well, you can grow on top of them.
The only problem
Your
with a
house
cave
is your land.
is that I couldn't. I could have the garden right in front of the cave, but I couldn't have it in the cave unless I do artificial lighting. Which
You could force grow rhubarb.
true. Rhubarb, one of those things it grows like a weed anywhere.
You just get some glass and you can bounce the fucking light in.
Exactly.
True. Ooh, now you're getting fancy on us, G.
Get a few decent.
No, I've just been
firewood.
watching how the dwarves do it in Lord of the Rings. in
Nice.
Minas Tirith and Khazad Dûm.
Yep,
They bounce the light in so that they can still grow their crops.
that's it.
They bounce the lights
Okay.
into the caves.
All right, now we're talking.
See?
So-
Tolkien was a clever guy.
Yeah. I didn't even think of that, to be honest with you. I'd go like have solar and everything, and that could power all my stuff. Or if there was like a running source of water somewhere, I could have that be like a water wheel setup. I could have filtration. Wouldn't have to worry about sewers or any of that.
Natural mineral water
Ooh.
everywhere.
Doesn't that cause like gallstones or something?
Mineral water.
Yeah, because like your body doesn't break down.
It can calcify and causes kidney stones and stuff. But you'd have to be fucking literally drinking it all day, every day for it to cause any kind of issues like that.
True.
I mean, we lived on that shit for years.
I know, but our
It's all we
bodies
could
just aren't built like
the only
that
source of
anymore.
water we could get. No. Because we've turned ourselves into
Massive.
pussies.
Amount of calcium. Calcium and
Promise.
limestone.
Oh, hang on. Let's see, here we go. The pharmaceutical industries have turned us into pussies. There we go.
I mean, you're not wrong in the sense that, compared to where we were 100 years ago, with less medications and things to treat issues that weren't even a thing 100 years ago. So
Yep.
it's more like we were told to be pussies. We were told we were pussies and we needed this medication not to be. Or something like
Pharmaceuticals are modern day snake oil.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
Not all of it, not all of it, because I mean,
but-
obviously there are some genuine fucking medications out there, but a lot of the stuff that you see being pushed in, at the local pharmacies and supermarkets, like that's the kind of shit that you didn't need hundreds of years ago. You would have just used natural fucking herbs and other remedies,
for some things,
that would have worked, that would have done the same job.
Yeah, Shrek, I'm afraid you're wrong there. Roger Daltrey never turned anyone into a pussy.
This is true.
See, that's the thing is like I would still have to have like an emergency radio or something. Well, I mean, I'd have like I'm still thinking about modern amenities inside of this cave. It's not going to be like I'm chipping into the bedrock to make a bookshelf. I'd still build a structure inside the cave to serve as my dwelling.
Have you ever seen what's the name of the place? Is it Derinkuyu? It's in Turkey. It's an underground city.
Yes.
Cool.
Derinkuyu, it's called.
Damn, spelling that's going to be hard. D-A-R.
If you say it, if you speak it to Google, it'll find it right away. But it was totally self-sufficient. They've no idea why these people just decided
Let's go to Google
to
underground.
live there. But they literally had no need to come above ground or like
Isn't that
hundreds
the
of
one
years.
that had, houses that could house up to about 100,000 people?
Yes. It had
Oh, there it is.
filtration systems.
Yeah.
It had sewage. It had security. You know what you're talking, like rolling doors that were literally like rocks made out of the rock that they could just roll over and nobody could penetrate. So they were totally self-sufficient.
That's wild.
They had bakeries. They had communal areas, communal kitchens. Apparently it would have been. It was like the ideal fucking living conditions.
And they had stuff on the surface that would serve as like help them. Like they had like winches and stuff that lowered stuff down.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But there was everything. They had everything.
They had it was multi-floored as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
But
It goes down.
when I say they had security, they had like these tiny holes, like above where the rolling doors were, on the other side of that door, on the outside of the city door. There was holes just above it where they could either pour hot oil, or they could use these big spears to jab through the holes and take out any intruders.
Yep, aka where the people of the medieval era got the idea for the murder holes.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was literally that's literally what these were. These were murder holes.
Yeah.
But like, how do they think of this stuff? How do they survive? Like
Well,
that?
see,
Like, how?
that site, Derinkuyu, is supposed to be. They say it's post-Diluvian, which is after the flood. So you're talking it's at least 12,000 years old.
Mm-hmm.
At least.
I'd actually say it.
But some geologists are actually saying that it's pre-Diluvian, antediluvian. So it's like, a
17,000
pre-flood civilization that had knowledge of building these kind of structures.
Yep.
And they reckon, because there's another place called Göbekli Tepe, which is a famous one. It's the one that has it's like 20 feet tall T structures built out of solid rock, and they're just poking out the ground, and they go another, like, say 5 to 10 feet below the ground. But they're like stone circles, but they're not engraved. they're reliefs.
Mm-hmm.
The carvings are reliefs, so it's like the pictures are embossed
What?
on the rock, and they're saying, even if it was post-Diluvian, this is a massive fucking feat to be able to do that with the tools that they supposedly had available to them.
Yeah,
Then,
considering that,
but then
era, the tools
they
would have been
found
antler or copper.
copper. Yeah.
Hmm.
So there's another site that they've recently found. There's Göbekli Tepe, and they found another one called Karahan Tepe, which is so many miles away from Göbekli Tepe. It's still in Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And they reckon that both Göbekli Tepe, Karahan Tepe, and also Derinkuyu were all built by the same culture, the same group of people that may have been a pre-flood civilization, that may have had like a more advanced technology than what people say they did. Not talking like caterpillar diggers and fucking dump trucks and shit, do you know what I mean? But way more advanced than what they're saying, you know, so maybe like steel or some sort of alloy that was more durable for carving out the shit that they did.
Mm-hmm.
It's really interesting, these fucking structures that they were doing back then, man.
Yeah,
really
the Tepe
weird.
Sites, they reckon are in between 17 and 25,000 years old.
Yep, at least. And the weird thing is, I can't remember what one it is, but one of them actually ties into, it's a site in the Orkneys, Scotland.
Oh,
Skara Brae, which was the oldest civilized settlement in the world at one point.
Mm-hmm.
It's now been taken over, you know, obviously. But there's symbols that you can see at Skara Brae that supposedly represent the Milky Way, you know, because it's like a spiral.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it all over Skara Brae. But they've found these same spirals in one of these sites in Turkey. So they reckon there might have been some sort of communication going on between the cultures back then.
Yeah, but the actual artifacts that have been dug up from Skara Brae have all come back to being Viking Age.
Mm-hmm. So they say.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And there's other areas on Orkney and that they're excavating at the moment that they found other Viking settlements.
I just think when you guys are talking about this stuff, I'm thinking to myself, like, I could barely survive now with all this technology, and, you know, I just can't imagine.
The biggest downfall of mankind now is bloody money.
Well, yeah.
Well, that and greed, and I don't mean greed as in money, like you just said.
Mm-hmm.
I mean greed as in the jealousy of you have more than me. That never used to exist. It did to a certain degree because there was always somebody on top.
Yep.
You know, the ruling. There had to be some sort of ruler that had more than everybody else that, you know, that led that particular culture. But the one thing that we don't have now that these people had back then is a communal attitude.
Mm-hmm.
We all relied on each other. You had to. Mm-hmm. Nowadays, everybody is just like, go fuck yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I am never like wanting. I want very simple things in life.
Same I here. Think. I mean, it's basically why I said, like, I'm happy. I'm comfortable with the little that I have. I have what I need now. I don't need anything else. That's why, like, I'm actually going to be getting in touch with Twitch because I don't want to be an affiliate anymore. I don't need to make money. I'm comfortable.
Problem with being an affiliate is, I mean, you don't have to run ads, obviously. You don't, I mean, you could be an affiliate and not run ads. That's something.
No, but I mean, I just don't need the subs. Do you know what I mean? I don't need that extra anymore. I never really have. I've always been a simple, just like you said, Nick. I like the simple things. I like a roof over my head, three square meals,
I
my
like
music, and that's it. Happy.
any revenue that I get from Twitch is usually reinvested in the channel, i.e. for challenge things and giveaways and stuff like that. So like I tend to spend all the money that I make almost immediately by subbing to people, using it. I have to pay for shipping to send Moose's Lego kit out that he won, paying for game codes for other people and giving game codes away, and potentially more in the future, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, I've given away, let's see, a whole bunch of money for games. Like even during the subathon thing, I gave away $60. Snow actually won the $60 giveaway. Point being that I don't make money on Twitch. I make enough.
You put it back in.
Put it back in and like have my channel be an enjoyable place for the people that care to.
See, I used to do that on YouTube because like, what I used to get from YouTube, I would use to like get my coil building materials. That covered my coil building stuff for the month. You know what I made from YouTube. But Shrek, that whole thing with COVID though. The reason people went nuts and were out for themselves is because media and commercial companies made people think that they had to, because they knew full well that sense of panic would cause major spending. So they used it as a means to get more money out of people.
And like right during the pandemic, we had the stimulus checks come in. It was like everyone gets $1,200, and you're like, ooh. Or if you had kids, it was like $1,200 for you, $1,200 for your wife, and $600 for all your kids. So if you got like 3-4 kids, man, you were making a few grand right there. And people just go, ooh, screw the bills, spend.
Yeah, that annoyed me. Like there was quite a few YouTubers back then that I used to watch that I lost respect for, because they were talking about the stimulus checks, and I knew full well that they had families, and they were saying, oh, I can't wait to get my stimulus check so that I can go and spend it on X for themselves. They thought of that. They thought about themselves before their own fucking family.
See, I don't have
a
family to spend money on, so I spent it on myself.
Well, that's fair enough. You know what I mean? But I knew these fuckers had their own fucking families.
Yeah.
And they're talking about, oh, I can't wait to get my stimulus check. I'm going to get this fucking massive PC.
Yeah.
It's going to be the best, you know? And I'm like, you're already fucking talking to us on a fucking PC that's adequate for what you're using it for. You don't need it. That's for your fucking family.
Shrek says, I got 80% pay for 0 work, so I spent my work time on getting pished. I mean, fair dues. What else did you have to do? Like, I don't want to have the lockdown nostalgia. People have been talking about that lately. I really don't want to have
I'm so glad I was disabled by that time, because if I wasn't in my line of work, I would have been working from home. I would have been forced to work from home, and that would have drove me mental.
But like, I was working the whole time. I got about 1 week off, and then the boss called and said, who wants to work? Start with a few hours a day and go from there. So we were doing like 4 hours a day. Just working right through it, doing phone call orders. Everything gets ordered over the phone, paid over the phone, or exact change, cash in hand, done. No change. Whatever you give us is what we get. We ain't giving you change. And then,
a couple of the vape stores over here were actually doing deliveries.
Yeah.
At that time, they just said add a $5 on top of the cost, and that barely covered their petrol, but they done that as a kind of favour to the customers. You know, they were good enough to do that.
Yeah, you know the company that brought out the Mongrel vape mod,
yeah.
Big Slims. During COVID, he was doing deliveries, but he wasn't charging people for delivery.
Yeah.
Dang.
I never get charged because I was mates with the guys. In fact, remember the guy that I met at Expo that was from over here, Nick? Paddy?
Yeah.
Bald guy?
Yep.
That was the guy.
Oh.
He never used to charge me for my deliveries.
Nice.
Quite a few times I would go into that shop and I never had to pay in general, but
yeah, a lot of shops started selling like disinfectant and household cleaner
it's true,
stuff,
Yeah,
just so they could
Yep.
stay open.
TP.
legally. Yeah.
yeah. You phone up and order your favourite vape juice and a packet of bog roll.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Ugh. Don't want to go through that again, though. I think people
Well-
now that it's happened once, people just won't do it again. They're just gonna be like, nah, we're not doing this.
Well, I mean, I think there was a lot learned. It was trial and error because nothing like that had happened since the fucking Spanish flu.
Mm-hmm.
So we were literally caught off guard, and every government was just making it up as they went along. But there was still lessons learned from it. But look at what Sweden done. Sweden didn't lock down at all. In fact, they encouraged circulating,
Sweden
For the
went
public.
to herd immunity.
and they have probably the strongest herd immunity of the world right now.
I wonder what the baseline is for health before that, though. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure, like, if a country has
They've
really
always
good
been
healthcare,
solid.
right? So if they have good health care and they take good care of their elders and everything like that, then they can do that because they know the risk that it is gonna, you know, there's a chance that they're gonna kill off X amount of people, but it's better for the entire society because they have better health overall. Whereas countries that like, you know, the US and stuff like that, if we did that over here, it would kill off a lot more people because we have more immunocompromised people, we have more old people, more sick people, etc., etc.
Mhm.
And just the way we live, you know, how our cities and towns are set up, it wouldn't make as much sense as it would over there, you know.
Mhm.
Because in a lot of cases,
I mean,
you'd get it from your family, and then it would be very traceable. Whereas over here, it's just too chaotic. And I interact with a couple hundred people every time I go to work every day, and chances are one of those people is sick at any given time during the year.
That's exactly what I was going to say, Dyer. I mean, that's the thing, because there was so much disinformation going on at that time, because governments were unwilling to tell people the facts at the time because, well, let's face it, they didn't know anything themselves. So that just created an area for, you know, conspiracy theorists to put out all this fucking bullshit about what was going on with COVID and, you know, various treatments and methods that would have supposedly fucking minimalized the impact, and nobody knows because nobody knew anything about it enough to know for sure the best way to deal with it. But with certain countries inflating the numbers, the actual numbers of supposed deaths from COVID, I mean, there was people over here, and this has been proven, certain people that may have been, for instance, knocked over by a bus, but they were infected with the COVID virus at the time of death. That figure went down as a COVID death. That therefore inflated the overall figures of deaths from COVID. The actual deaths from COVID, as Dyer said, were probably not far off of a normal bad flu season. So these people that may and probably did die of the actual virus were probably going to die of something else. Anyway, as harsh as that sounds, they were probably going to die of the flu or something else anyway. But it was blamed on this thing and made out to be worse than it actually was.
I mean, personally, I think the biggest thing that people died of from COVID was the side effects that they got from previous illnesses.
Yeah, it caused other issues like pneumonia and pleurisy. And
for instance, when it first came out, one of my sisters went down with it, and she was hospitalised.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, she nearly died from it. But
absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Absolutely, but I mean, if COVID wasn't around back then,
she went in being type 2
should have been a risk anyway. Aye.
She went in hospital being type 2 diabetic. She came out of hospital being type 1 diabetic, having to shoot up insulin 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Jesus.
And she's still...
That could easily have been the flu. That could easily have been the flu or something else that would have done that to her.
And she's still shooting up 4 times a day now.
Because that's the thing. I mean, I'm not minimising the danger of COVID by any means, because it was a danger, but mainly it was only a danger to those that were already at risk.
Yep.
You know, they were, the immunosuppressed, folk with any cancers or lung issues.
You saying that, you look at my brother-in-law. He's immunosuppressed. He's got blood and bone cancer. Right, so he has chemo once a month for the rest of his life.
Yep.
He's had COVID 3 times. And it's been like a mild cold to him.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying, though. It's just one of those things. It was blown way, way out of proportion. But I'm not saying it wasn't a nasty fucking disease that did have a potential to kill.
Yep.
But it could just as easily have been the common flu that killed these people.
Oh, God,
they were already at risk.
God, yeah.
But the normal, that sounds horrible, but the general healthy, able-bodied public would have been quite fine with the normal virus being, with the normal herd immunity like Sweden done.
Yep.
I think Sweden did tell people that were at risk to shelter, if I'm not mistaken.
I did.
I mean, it wasn't like they were shoving, folk with lung issues out in the street going, "You'll be fine," go and become immune. Oh shit, there goes another one.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think they did tell people that were at risk, be careful, go out at your own risk kind of thing.
I mean, this Thursday coming up, I've got my flu jag and my COVID jag. So has Mum. My sister Marianne, who has also got heart failure, same as my mum, point blank refuses to have the jab.
Yeah, I've had 3, and it's done nothing to me.
I've had all the jabs that I've been entitled to.
Yeah,
I've not had any side effects from them apart from a bit of a dead arm for an hour or so afterwards.
This is the thing. It's media and like all your fucking armchair fucking philosophers on YouTube and various social media that are making shit up as they go along. Because any fucking any inoculation has the potential risk to someone. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different immune system.
Yep.
So what works perfectly for one person could potentially kill the next. That's just a fact of life with any medication. But to say that the anti-COVID jabs are are wrong and should never be taken is that's wrong. That's wrong in saying that.
Yep. I mean, Shrek's
Tell people
saying
to
there
stay
that
away
he's-
from them is wrong.
Yeah. Shrek's saying there that he's allergic to the COVID jabs.
Mhm.
My sister Marianne is allergic to one type of the flu jab. But that is only because some companies incubate the flu jab in egg membrane. Marianne's allergic to eggs. So she, if she has the flu jab, she will have the jab that is not incubated in egg membrane. And if she wants it, all she has to do is phone up and tell our surgery that's the jab she needs and that's the jab she'll get.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately, any
I'm sure-
vaccination carries its own risks.
Yeah. But I'm sure there are COVID vaccines out there that you would not be allergic to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's why everyone got a different one.
Yeah.
Because they looked at genetic. They would have had to have looked at, blood types or whatever, or genetic profiles, and when this one's maybe not a good idea to give to this demographic.
I mean, I've had both of
So
the main
give them this one.
What is it? AstraZeneca and
I get the
Pfizer?
AstraZeneca, which was the one that everybody was saying stay away from.
Yeah.
Done nothing to me.
I've had that and I've had the Pfizer one.
I never even get the, like some people were taking mild symptoms after getting the vaccinations. They were getting mild COVID symptoms. I never even get that.
No, I didn't. But then saying that, when I did have COVID, which was actually before I'd had the Jags, I only had like a mild summer cold symptoms with it. Yes,
Yeah, I mean, even my mum, my sister and my niece who are sufficient. I mean, they've been fine with them.
Yep.
My mum would usually take mild symptoms, very mild. She'd maybe get a prickly throat, a runny nose or something. That's it.
Yep. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yet when I found out I had it, yes, I did isolate, and I had to isolate for the full 10 days, which was fucking difficult, being in one house with 3 of us in it.
Oof.
Oh, it was fucking horrible. Me and my mum both took it at the exact same time. First strain, the really bad one.
Yeah.
And we were stuck in the house for well over a month.
Ooh.
Not able to see anybody, no contact with anybody whatsoever. Couldn't even go to the shop or anything. We had to get my sister to come leave her shopping or groceries at the door. So we were literally talking to my sister through the door. It's horrible.
And then, as I say, I fully isolated for the 10 days and didn't emerge out of my room until I came back with a negative test. A week after I came back to civilization, sort of thing, Mum had her fall in the garden and broke her collarbone.
Jesus.
Oh, fuck.
Right? Now, bearing in mind I'd had no contact with her for 10 days previously, and then we'd obviously been in contact again for a week, sort of thing. When she got into the A&E department, they did a COVID test, came back positive. And she was asymptomatic. She had no symptoms at all from it.
Oh yeah, there was loads of people like that were infected but never actually had any symptoms.
Yep. But yeah,
those are the ones that they're actually looking at, and I think they're actually still asking for people to come forward and submit to like testing to see why they were asymptomatic after being infected.
But then when Mum supposedly had the COVID, as I say, we had been within contact again, all 3 of us, for a week. Both my sister and I didn't have any COVID at all. We both done tests, but we were both clear again. Makes no sense.
Nope.
Yep.
Shrek still tests when he gets lurgy. Well, hey.
It's probably a wise thing to do for anybody these days because of that. You know, it's because it is a risk for other people. It's still wise to get a test if you're symptomatic of anything.
No, but we've still got testing kits downstairs.
Same here.
I think we. You know, they used to send you them out in a big NHS packet.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 3 of them packets downstairs.
Jesus.
So how many is that? What was there, 7 in each packet, wasn't there? 6 or 7 in each packet.
Me and my mom both got it. I had it once. She got it twice. My dad never got it. Sister didn't. And she was bringing me food every day. He was testing constantly due to work, too. He never got it and was sat with me when I had it. He was testing regularly because he was on the rescue team. He actually ended up stuck on a small boat with 2 people who had it, not knowing at the time. He was on there for hours with them and nothing. I mean, there's just some people that won't get it.
Naturally immune.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like it's a lot of the people that had like strong flus in their past.
Yep.
I never really got
possible.
the flu.
I mean, it's related to the cold. It's related to the cold. It's a norovirus, which is a cold virus, basically. So some people are naturally immune to colds.
Yeah.
It's the same. Viruses in general, the thing about viruses is they rely on specific genetics in order for the virus to, grow in the system and do what they do.
Yep.
So if you don't have the particular genetics that virus needs, it's not going to do anything to you.
Yep.
You can still carry it and pass it on.
But no, with my family genetics, apart from the summer cold, if we get like a proper full-blown winter cold, we get a cold like most people say they've got the flu.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bad one.
But here's the other weird thing about viruses as well, is that each time you get any type of virus, it rewrites your genetic code.
Yep.
That's weird.
So that's why the common cold they've never been able to, and they never will find a cure for the common cold, because it's constantly rewriting your DNA so that it can reinfect you.
Yep.
Exactly. All right. We got to wrap this topic up and move on to something happier.
Okay.
It's still an interesting combo.
I know. Well, listen, winter's going to be a long, boring time for everyone.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. So,
thrones, yeah. Fucking thrones, yeah. Fucking thrones.
We're going to share this with you guys. And we're going to make it big. Then we're going to go down here and look at Dire Things First memes.
I'm gonna mute.
That's it. Harder. Call me a dirty savior. Jesus Christ. Wait, literally. Bro, do you even lift? Oh my God. Where do you find these? Is there just a whole meme dump of Jesus memes? Oh, that's right. I said you could do religious stuff. Yeah, that's right. My name is Jesus Christ, and this is Jackass. Oh my God.
Fuck's sake.
On that first Easter morning, it was just Jesus and Mary Magdalene, and he told her not to touch him. Get out of here. My dad made your dick that small on purpose. Jesus. This is a middle finger, dude. The Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve. Who did this? This is pertinent information. I need to know. Good Lord. When the ceremony's been over for hours and you remember you didn't take the baby out of the water after the baptism. Here's some Mike memes. These are basically 2 stories about guys going up a mountain to destroy a ring. Oh boy. Can we fix it? Nah, it's fucked.
Mm-hmm.
You'd say the same about our entire government. The invention of the air fryer. Oh god. Oh. Oof. That's a tough one there. Here's a Jenny meme. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Instead, say feed 2 birds with 1 scone. Beat a dead horse. Instead, say feed a fed horse. That doesn't make any sense, PETA. Take the bull by the horns. Instead, say take the flower by the thorns. PETA offers replacement sayings for the anti-animal language in daily conversations. Thanks, PETA, for showing us there is more than one way to skin a cat. Oh my god. Oh, so good. Also, nice. Fuck PETA. They ate our dergs. Oh no.
They ate our dergs.
They ate our dergs. Finally found a meme that won't offend anyone. Good job, Shrek. Yay! The least offensive meme of the week. Actually, I'm offended by white squares with black borders. I'm offended. Me feeling quite youthful today. Tesco self-scan camera. Oh. Is that true? Is that a thing? You feel old when you stand in front of those? I don't know. I don't know. Chronic illness, chronic unexplained illness on TV. We have no idea what is wrong with you. We will run lots of expensive tests and give you the best care until we find out and fix you. Don't worry, we love to solve a good mystery. Chronic unexplained illness in real life. There's no obvious reason you're feeling this way. Perhaps you're making it up? Take some antidepressants and lose some weight. I'm sure you will learn to live with it.
Oh, that's so fucking true. It hurts.
Oof. Oof. Fucking right? My bank account.
Fucking right.
Jenny. Spooky decoration she doesn't need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the reunion we got. The reunion we wanted. Hashtag.
Oh, there's another one that I saw recently. I should have posted it. Oh, no. It was thanks to Jane's Addiction for showing us what the Oasis reunion's going to look like.
Yes. When it's been a long week and people are trying to interact with you, please do not play with the witch. She is fragile. Me after surviving all the shit life's thrown at me so far. Boo! Fuck off. God, I feel like that's so true too. Desensitization? Sure, we'll go with that. I went to the doctors today. What?
I read this already.
Oh, I went to the doctors today and told him I was suffering from premature ejaculation. He asked, how does my wife feel about it? I said, she took it on the chin the first time, but recently it's getting on her tits. Oh my God. Oh boy. Isn't it quite incredible how we've gone from save Granny at all costs to, nah, fuck them, let them freeze to death. Oh.
Yeah.
Bus drivers when they see each other. Hey, hi. Pilots when they see each other. Oh, fucking John Jesus. That's great. I want to turn this into a different meme. Yeah, it's a highway traffic officer. I want to put like the Tony Hawk thing up here. It's like plus 500 points, Smith grind or whatever. Like
50-50.
Yeah. People need to stop this running on the pitch during games. Some idiot is going to do it at Goodison and get man of the match.
Oh.
It's something to do with football that I don't understand. Oh, look, we have the smoking police again. Apparently, I forgot what was the deal with that. Something about they're going to charge you for smoking cigarettes in public or something. Ah, yes.
Oh, I suppose.
Oh, okay. Tory tears, extra bitter. That's great. Is that the kegs that Shrek's gonna have to change? Settle down, Tinsel Tits. It's only September. For the love of God, yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
After months of abuse by Bert and Ernie, baby Natasha's jaw locked open automatically whenever either one entered the room. Jesus Christ. I should have deleted that one.
Yep.
No thanks, Ouija board. I can't even stand talking to the living. Right? Cats for Trump 2024. Like how all Dyer's memes are tiny. Don't know how he does it. Can you say Para el Emperador? This is
It's Dora the Space Explorer?
I mean, Space Marine, Space Explorer, sure. That's really well done, and it's disturbing. I don't know if it's AI or what, but it's actually quite well done. Space Marine, yes. Knowing there is no now space in prison, Hilda and Doris decided to break in for winter. Oh. Because they're letting out prisoners and they're not heeding the elderly, I take it. So what's the deal? They just stopped giving assistance to elderly people?
They're talking about stopping the cold winter payments.
See, the thing around us is that they cannot shut off your heat during the winter here. So if it's like below a certain temperature...
Oh, they can over here.
They just can't. Even if you don't pay your bill. You cannot pay your bill all winter and they can't shut off your heat.
They will here.
I think they start coming at you with like warnings that they're going to shut it off in like April. Yeah, that's messed up. This is my contribution. Okay, Dave, try not to get an erection during this prostate exam. Patient. My name is Steve. I know. I'm Dave. All right, Trump.
Okay.
Now you're just showing off. Oh, for 2, baby. Oh, wait. We have a YouTube one here? Oh, boy. See what this is.
Why should you support Question 3?
Damn
Question
ads.
3 gives Massachusetts rideshare
God
drivers the
damn it.
option to join a union.
Skip.
For years,
Oh,
these
shit.
drivers were
Skip ad.
underpaid.
Ladies
Skip
and
it.
gentlemen, get
Try.
ready for Britain's most infamous far-right thugs in the eyes of the government. First, we have Menacing Merv, convicted for the terrible crime of looking at lefties in a menacing way. And by his side, Jailbird Jenny, who's done some serious time for thinking without written permission. This couple have more rap sheets than wrinkles. But don't be fooled by them, this pair are evil incarnated. Give it up for the duo that's got the authorities quaking in their boots. Menacing Merv and Jailbird Jenny. I believe they have something to say. Take it away, guys.
Who do you think that you are kidding, Mr. Starmer? If you think that you have won. We are the people who will stop your little game. We are the people who will vote you out again. So who do you think that you are kidding, Mr. Starmer? If you think that good old Blight is done.
You gave the people promises, but they were only lies. With every porky pie you tell, we laugh and roll our eyes. You stopped my bloody fuel allowance, and now I've got to sneeze. You gave my cash to union chums, but now I'm gonna freeze.
So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Starmer? If you think we're on the run. You said you'd stop the votes, but they're still coming in. You promised tighter borders, just so you bloody win.
You told us we'd be safer, but knife crime's through the roof. And now you're dodging questions, just tell the bloody truth. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Starmer? If you think we're on the run, we won't be fooled by speeches.
By your stupid grin.
Smile.
As for your party's manifesto, just stick it in the bin.
You called us thugs, then labeled us far right. but we're just British people standing up for our rights. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Starmer, if you think that good old Mikey's done? You said your dad's a tool maker, well maybe that is true. But the biggest tool he ever made was when he created you. You talked about the working class, but you haven't got a clue. While I live like an Eskimo, it's a luxury life for you.
So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Starmer, if you think old Blighty's done? Why don't you read the room? You as popular as the clap. Promises are empty, and your party's in a flap.
They think you've got us cornered, but we're ready for the fight. It's time for you to piss right off, and please stop talking shite. So who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Starmer, if you think old Britain's done?
Oh, adverts.
Whoops. Song's over anyway. Well, there you go.
Thing is, it's not just the elderly that will no longer receive the cold winter fuel payment. It's anybody that's on any kind of disability as well.
So,
And even normal householders, I think, get it over here.
really,
Mhm.
Mike, you can
So-
unmute during the ads. I'm gonna go back to it. in a
Everyone
second.
else is not going to get it.
So,
Wrong button.
I'm so confused. Tories are the left.
Yep.
And Labour's the right.
Here, yeah. Well, no, Tories are the right over here.
What? I'm so confused. So,
Tories are the right, Labour's the left.
is it
Well,
all similar?
actually, to be fair,
Confused.
it depends on who is the ruling party at the time, who is the left, and who's the
Oh,
right,
okay.
because
To be
it's
perfectly honest,
it's determined by the left wing of Parliament, right wing of Parliament.
both
If you're in power,
Parties.
you're the left.
both parties are more centre left these days.
I was gonna say because like it seems like you guys there's conservative party and there's liberal party over here. Conservatives
Yeah.
are the right and liberals are the left. So
But we still use those labels. You know, like right wing is the controversial,
Yeah.
right,
not too liberal.
yeah.
Left
right.
wing's the kind of more liberal.
I'm just trying to see where Starmer's aligned and like why you guys hate him so much.
Because Starmer is aligned in his own complete category, which just says cunt.
He's, for all intents and purposes, he's basically a Tory.
Oh, okay. So he's just kind of a shill for the party, just to
Effectively,
yeah.
the easiest way to put it, not that you'll understand it, Nick, but Starmer is just a male version of Maggie Thatcher.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Well,
Labour used
so-
to be the People's Party. That used to be their, their phrase, their catchphrase, "We are the People's Party,"
Yeah.
because they were more for representing the average worker. They weren't all about keeping the rich rich. Nowadays, that's changed though.
Right. Okay, we're back from ads. I'm gonna learn more about British politics. I'm gonna have to at some point. So let's see what do we got here. Donald, you have protected my kind. I hereby name you honorary feline and grant you 9 lives. Well, he's used 2 of
fuck
them already.
yourself.
Rich, poor,
Can't
bite
stand
thieves. This is what irony means. You buy an electric car to save the planet, and a tree kills it. I mean, that's just survival of the fittest right there. Tree's like, nope, none of that. truck yard. Is butt cheeks one word or should I spread them apart? Muffwash.
Muffwash.
No way. Muffwash.
That'll be in the
detailing.
town of Muff,
There's a town of
where they have a diving association. Yes.
No.
Told you this before.
You did, yeah. When you didn't fart for 24 hours because you just met her.
Oh.
Good Lord. She's got some fart bags on her, too. And then my fucking pager went off. Oh, no. I kill you.
Dyer, that's the thing. Are they actually, though? Or are they just saying that they're trying to assassinate him? Because they know that for a fact.
Well, when they have two
that he's
people
going to
from
win if they
BlackRock ads
keep
trying
trying.
to kill him, then yeah. Just keep an eye on everyone in BlackRock ads. I have a bag full of used clothing I'd like to donate. Why not just throw it in the trash? That's much easier. But there's poor starving people who can really use all these clothes. Honey, anyone who fits into your clothing is not starving. Husband is recovering from a head injury now. To push in all the way and hold until balls release.
And make the hard decision of whether to go for the easy pink or the tight brown.
Okay. Wow, I can't pronounce that name. Man from
Pontypridd.
Thank
Pontypridd.
you. Ah. See, would never have gotten that one. Finds his Nokia 3310 he lost 22 years ago, still with 1 bar of battery. Why do I believe that's true?
Facts.
That's probably true.
Because it's facts.
Dear Facebook, it's not your job to fact check our posts. You're a platform, not a publisher. Signed everyone on Facebook. Well, I mean, according to the U.S. government, they are looking into what they serve up and what they suppress and all sorts of other stuff. Yay!
See, this is the thing, Dyer. The second one that supposedly happened on the golf course, he only decided about an hour or two before that he was going to go and play golf at that course. How would any assassin have known that?
They're watching him.
Unless they were like really, really watching him. But I mean, come on.
I must confess,
They wouldn't have been able to plan anything in time.
I used to be a hooker. That's a bit of a
I
shock.
think it's a lot of shit.
But I must admit, I find it quite erotic. Tell me about it. Well, my name was Brian, and I played for Wigan.
Oh,
Get it? Evolution of the Married Man.
true.
No, I'm already at stage 3 right here. Between 2 and 3, I'd say.
Stage 4 right now.
No, you're not that big.
I'm actually, I just hide it well.
How the Grinch Stole
Because
Christmas.
I'm tall.
The theft from the pensioners. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Good morning, ladies. I love that one. I got my crabs from Dirty Dick's Crab House. Just ahead on the left. Yep, that's definitely a thing.
Oh,
This is a one from when we imported Zilurgi, shipped in from China as they were British citizens. Go back to when this poor fella had to drive the 10A bus without any PPE. The people sitting behind him are like they got freaking Tyvek suits on. I haven't checked these. Uh-oh.
That's because he was driving the bus with all the people coming from China that was supposedly having COVID.
Oh, God. Latest plans from Labor to keep pensioners warm this winter. Jesus. Oh, no. Entire thing. Jesus Christ. All right. That's enough meme time for today. Good Lord.
oh fuck.
Put that
All
other one
right.
up.
No.
That was actually Shrek, not Dyer.
That was Shrek. No, that's a Dire Thing one.
The last one with the coffin.
Oh, the last one with the coffin. That's fine. I mean, that's not fine, but you know what I mean. Good Lord. Oh, we got to be more careful about this shit. The one after is tame. Oh, it's Jenny. Oh, this is creepy. Fine. Sorry, I'm deleting it though. God damn it. You want to get us canceled? That's how you get us canceled. Ads. There you go.
Out in the Holiday, southern sun was a boy
Was that
named
Demi
Harry,
Moore or-
special one. Born
or,
to the Potters, but they done
thingy-
got zapped. Now he's living in a trailer with the Dursley pack. Aunt Petunia's his cousin,
Caitlin,
Uncle Vernon's his
what's her
bro,
face?
and that Dudley boy, well, he's his kin, y'all know. He's a wand-waving, spell-casting good old boy. Riding broomsticks ain't no toy. Down in the holler, magic runs free, but you best not mess with that old Snape creep. Y'all know Harry, he's a redneck
That was
wizard. Got
Trent
that
Reznor.
southern drawl, but he ain't no quitter. Hagrid rolled up in a rusty old truck, said, boy, you're a wizard, you're in for some luck. Took him to the Walmart, got him a wand,
I'd
and
watch
a
the
pet
shit out
possum
of
named
this.
Hedwig, oh so fond. Off to Hogwash where Dumbledore reigns, teaching the kids
Hogwash.
to use their brains. He's a wand-waving, spell-casting good old boy. Riding broomsticks ain't no toy. Down in the
Puff
holler,
Harry.
magic runs free, but you best not mess with that old Snape creep. Y'all know Harry, he's a redneck wizard. Got that southern drawl, but he ain't no quitter. There's a gal named Hermione, sharp as a knife, and Ron's her man, now she's carrying his child. Then there's Dobby, always
Looks like
running
one of
around at
Jay's
night,
kids.
lost in the potion,
Ooh.
struggling to do
Ooh.
right. Snape's
Not that.
got his eye on Harry all day, but that creep better watch out, Harry, don't play. He's a wand-waving, spell-casting good old boy. Riding broomsticks ain't no toy. Down
Love
in
the
the
mullet.
holler, magic runs free, but you best not mess with that old Snape creep. Y'all know Harry, he's a redneck wizard. Got that southern drawl, but he ain't no quitter. So raise your glass, let's give a cheer to that good old boy, Harry far and near. He's a hero now, saved the whole darn town with his kin by his side and Snape backing down. He took on Voldemort and stood his ground. That redneck wizard, Harry, he's done us
Voldemort.
proud.
Voldemort, I love it. Holy crap. Jenny, thank you for sharing that one. Little palate cleanser.
Oh, Jenny, you'll be interested in this one. You know how they're going to be doing a new version of Harry Potter for TV? Whether it's a reboot or carrying on and doing other stories. Gary Oldman wants to play Dumbledore.
What's up with you and Gary Oldman lately? Jeez.
I don't know. I've been watching a lot of his stuff
The
recently.
Gary Oldman fever.
Mainly Slow Horses, which is just an amazing show.
With Cillian Murphy.
Killian,
whatever. It's a C. I say C.
yes, but it's Irish. It's Killian. It's a hard K when it's Irish
Sure. We'll go with that.
and Scottish.
Okay. I didn't even know there was a TV show coming up.
Yeah, it's still in like development. It's not even got as far as casting yet. I just know that it's been getting talked about for a while.
Alrighty then. Well, we are beyond our time here. We've served our dues here.
Quota.
Quota, yes, for the day. Let's see. They want
Killian would be
Killian
brilliant as Voldemort.
Okay.
He would be brilliant. But Gary Oldman for Dumbledore would be amazing as well. It'd be good to see Gary Oldman doing a good guy role for a change.
See, I could see
'Cause he's-
Gary Oldman doing more of Professor Snape.
Snape. See, that'd
see
be the
that.
obvious choice, and I think that's where he's coming from as well. He knows that that's probably what he'd get offered, but he wants to do. I think he's wanting to get away from the typecasting, because even in Slow Horses, in the show Slow Horses, he's kind of treading the line between good guy, bad guy. He's very, what's the word? No, he's just a normal dude. He's not a good guy. He's not a bad guy.
All right. Well, we'll save that topic for next show.
Or he'd be pretty cool as a mad-eye
Good
movie.
point. Good point. Diary was Commissioner Gordon, and probably the best Commissioner Gordon yet.
I hope all of you had a wonderful day today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Appreciate all the love and support, and look forward to hanging with you guys the next show. I do want to say that we won't be, there's a distinct possibility that we won't do a show next week. It depends on a thing.
I won't be here anyway.
G won't be here, so if we can't find a replacement, then we're going to call it. But either way,
I will be in Turkey.
Keep an eye.
Yes.
Keep an eye on the Discord for the announcements and stuff. So, let's send you guys off to something fun here. I see someone streaming something new that they're trying.
That's true, Dial thing. That's true. I can still technically be here, just not in voice.
This is true. Anyways,
Yep.
We'll figure it out. So we're gonna go raid Doc Diggity Dank because Doc is doing a new game show that he's been messing around with, where he, along with his sidekick, it's James Dean, will use the knock feature on Twitch to interrupt other people's streams and ask them a series of trivia questions. And I kind of third-hand watched this through Mad Stream the other day. I almost got elected to be on the show by Mad Concepts himself. So we'll see where this goes.
I boycotted him.
I mean, you can boycott him, you can say hello, you can do whatever you want. I don't really care. But let's go say hi to Doc and see what this show is all about, because I'm kind of curious myself. But we'll see you guys next show, and thanks for being here again. Love you all. Piss flaps, farts, dicks, boobs, and
Cunt nuggets.
buttholes. Mike, did you take your meds?
I just took him now.
Fisty flaps.
Good. Excellent. All right. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye.